Welcome back. Beautiful family, welcome back on the streams here. You have no idea how excited I am. 3-4 days of no streaming for me, it feels like a century. You have no idea. Crazy stuff. Let's see what we have in the building with us today. The OGs are back. I can see it in the chat. Shout out to Naughty Gamer, my man. Good to see you. Tiboski, good to see you. Candle Slanger. Player X. Dr. Red, my man. Good to see you, my friend. What an honor, what an honor. Hermon, good to see you. Rian, good to see you again. Hope you had a good week. Yeah, we're gonna be back, fully back. Okay. Had a family visit, beautiful family visit. It was amazing. So we're now back here. Sometimes you have to spend some time with your fam. Focus a little bit on your family. All right. Still was active in Discord. Discord is exploding. The group is killing it. So this is all fantastic here. Now let's get back to work. All right, back to the live streams, and let's see what we have to offer today. All right, let's see what we have. So. Shout out to Big 3. Marco, good to see you, friend. Philip, good to see you too. Nice. News trade today. Yeah, we have news. We have some events here. Yeah. We have a couple levels to look at. Okay, we're going to talk about it. Okay. Let's set up a nice tune here. Let's do it first. There we go. Okay. LTA concepts, baby, welcome. Make sure you download the ebook if you haven't yet. All right, it's an absolute necessity if you want to trade with us live on stream. Of course, I want you to understand what we're doing here. And if not, then if you don't download the ebook, you don't have it, then, you know, be careful. I want you to understand what the exact reason is. With that said, there are no more questions about our entries. You know exactly why, what the reason is. It's as clear as it gets, okay? We have almost 8,000 downloads within the first month, almost a month. Not yet, okay? 8,000 downloads, pretty next level if you ask me here. So thank you so much for the great response. Thank you for all these emails I've gotten over the last couple of weeks. Crazy. Extremely satisfied, extremely happy. Now let's talk about our community for a second here, because man, I have to give a couple of shout outs to the fam here. All right, our group is absolutely killing it. Okay, I love the way you guys are sharing these setups every single day now. Crushing it, putting it in. Okay, following the template really nicely. This is exactly what we want to see here. Implementing the volume profile. Of course, we have already released our second video right now. Also, the Sunday open here. Okay, 1 hour and 22 minutes. A lot of examples in the second half of this indicator, in this video here. For the rest, okay, I have something for you. Because you're on the streams right now, fantastic. I have a new indicator for you. A free new indicator, okay? Let me know if you want it. If you're ready, press a 1 in the chat. We can talk about this new indicator. You can download it for free in our Discord. It's added on just now. We're gonna use it. We're gonna use it on stream. Okay? Beautiful. You have the first indicator already. That's the limitless LTA concept session breaks on New York Stock Exchange Sunday open. That's this one right here. You know exactly when the week started, what, you know, every single day held here, the open to the closure, also the Sunday open and everything like that, right? That's no question anymore. The next one is the following one. Is the limitless LTA concepts higher time frame candles multi-overlay. Okay, I want you to have this one as well. I wanted my own version of it. That's it. So we created it. Therefore, if you are curious to what it is, then check it out in a second here. Okay, It's gonna be extremely useful. So it's on the following one right here. You go to indicators. You can go and click on the link in the description. I'll fix my camera in a second here. Let me see if you have it already. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, my camera will be fixed. Give me one moment here for the cam to be fixed here. It's super hot in Bali, by the way. That's the main reason. It's just freaking hot here. All right. So, what is this indicator about? Let me explain you real quick. There we go. Is it working? There we go. Okay, this indicator is the following indicator, okay? You have the 30-minute time frame. We're usually looking at the 30-minute time frame here, the 50-minute, 30-minute, you name it right here. Okay, we're usually taking our trades from, based upon what we have seen here, the 30-minute, the 50-minute. We have taken it on the 10-minute, the 1 hour. It's usually the 15 or the 30-minute here, especially based on our last trades. So you have this template right now. Okay, limitless LTA concept session breaks and New York Stock Exchange open. That's one layer. Then secondary, we have the limitless LTA concepts higher time frame candles multi-overlay. It shows you the exact higher time frame next to it. Okay, so you no longer have to look at the higher time frame. You can keep this on the chart on the right side. You don't have to see it. You can just swipe it and you see it right here. It's real time. You see exactly when it closes. You can select the 4 hour. If you want to see the 4 hour, boom, there you go. You're gonna get the 4 hour. Boom, done, easy. That's it. You have your levels already. So you see directly on the 4 hour how it's reacting at the same exact level. Okay. Same thing for the daily. Whatever you prefer here. Daily, 4 hour, weekly, you name it. Okay. It's all going to be there. In this case, the weekly is going to be super important. But this is the daily time frame as well here. So now use it wisely. Add it to your list. It's a private indicator, but you can get it right now in our Discord. It's free. Click on the link here. Bonus indicator. Click on it. And click on add to favorite indicators and you have it right there. Okay, it's a combination of the limitless session breaks and now of course the higher time frame candle. So we don't have to hop time frames. We have it right now on the same chart, real time, with the closures, with everything. Fantastic. Now let's use the 4 hour because we're going to use the 4 hour. There we go. Boom, done. 4 hour set. Okay, no more questions about it here. That's it. We're going to keep giving you guys free stuff. We can utilize on the live streams. We want to make it better and better and better and every day. So because of that, smash that like button. Let me drink my cup of tea here while you smash up that like button right now. And then I'm going to be back in 1 minute. I need to grab something, a cable. Otherwise, my camera is going to keep following up here. And then we're going to do our analysis. We have news. And then, yeah, we're going to trade gold. Be right back. Boom. Okay. That should do it. Fantastic. All right. Good to see you guys here. We're gonna get into gold here. Let me know if you guys are ready. Yeah, man, the group is currently closed. We have our private group here. We had our beautiful launch. We had 100 spots available. We sold out in less than an hour. Really crazy stuff. Our next launch will probably be somewhere at the end of next month. Somewhere. We do not have a specific date yet. But for now, focus on the live streams here. We're going to be here from a Monday to Thursday, from next week onwards. Yesterday, I released a video for our group. So anyways, this week was quite hectic regardless already. It's going to be a major week. We're going to trade potentially a lot of news here because we have so much news, fam. So much news. Let me show you what we have here. It's going to be absolutely nuts. I hope you guys are ready for it. If you are a beginner trader, then my suggestion is that you stick to the live streams. Because I have to show you some things then in regards to the news here. And if you trade in the news, yeah, you're going to have some fun with me this week. You're going to have some fun with me. All right. Crazy stuff. So today, Chicago PMI and consumer confidence at around 10. That's why the market is very slow at the moment right now. Volume is very low. Volume will increase later on. Okay. Tomorrow, absolutely wild. Absolutely wild. Okay. ADP, the PMI, the ISM, the JOLTS, the FOMC, including the press conference and the interest rate decision. Then on a Thursday, the initial jobless claims, which is pretty normal. And then Friday, the non-farm payrolls, the NFP, okay? If you're talking about a crazy week, then this is one of those weeks, okay? I just want you to be aware of the fact that this is not happening every single time, okay? Not when the FOMC aligns with the NFP. You know, and everything is literally coming together. Okay, next week we have nothing to worry about. So it's just this particular trading week, and it's also the monthly candle closure that aligns with it, the new monthly candle open of the gold chart as well here. So just be aware of this week here. So if you don't understand price action and like you don't understand why everything is going against you, blah 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 blah, it's pretty common throughout this session, throughout this week in general. Okay, so in this case, gold is coming down. There are a couple of key levels that I want to show you right now that are absolutely important, but let's kick it off with the higher time frame first. Okay, let's clean it up real quick. Let's set this one out here. Let's start on the weekly time frame, because the weekly has created our bottom wick, then our top wick, and now it's coming down. It's breaking the initial bottom wick. So this is usually pretty bearish to me. All right, you come down, you come up, you come down, you break the initial move to the downside, and you keep pushing further. I mean, this is not really looking that bullish whatsoever. Now, in 8 hours and 29 minutes to be exact, we do have the monthly candle closure. Okay, so is this a potential reason for price to push down right now as much as possible to gain back that initial expansion here? We opened the month at 22.31. We're still at 23.05 here. So yeah, do take consideration that, you know, anything can happen in the next like 8 hours. We have the news, we might see it there, but there's nothing certain until it is actually confirmed. So let me show you a couple of key levels that are absolutely key. Specifically talking about this particular range right here. This is now where we are at this particular moment. So you draw it from the left to the right. And we had our, sorry, is it the right one? There we go. Yeah, that's the right one. From the left to the right. There we go. And we look at this particular level, which is sitting at 22.93. All right, this is the first level that you really have to pay very close attention to. Not the first level, there's a level in between that. But look what happened here. Okay, this is the EPW, okay, the early previous week POC, okay? The level where the most volume was traded throughout the beginning of the month. So the first week of April, the most volume was traded around 22.93. And look what happened here. We tapped into that. Really, really nice. That was our low. And now we're coming up here. And now we are pushing down again, once again, to these similar levels here. Now, based upon that, we also have what we call the early previous week value area high. That's a level that's in between, and that's currently where we're very close to. We're very close towards that key level. Now, yes, we are tapping into this particular zone here. Okay, we're gonna come very close. Now, doesn't mean we're gonna be bullish. I'm not saying that we're going to be bullish here. I'm not here to say that we're just going to go up or down right now at the moment. But what I do see, if we see an entry model forming around this level, and you know the 10-year yield is showing us some sort of weakness internally, yeah, then we can definitely start looking at some sort of confirmation here. Okay, so I just want you to be aware of the 2303 level and not short right into that level, because you're gonna get a reaction from it, and that's the problem. Okay, so if you show a short here, you're gonna get into this level. If you close below it, we have practically free traction until the PWC peptonic control again, which is around 100 pips. So 100 pip move to the downside from there, based upon that initial move. Okay. Can you check the Nasdaq? Are you sturdy when you can? Yeah, we can do that after for sure. I had some ideas indeed for the Nasdaq. Very curious to see what's happening around there. So this is what happened. Okay, for gold yesterday, we saw the previous week. We had a beautiful range here, and let me know what happened. You guys tell me. Okay, you guys are LTA traders. Let me know what happened here. What did you see? You're such a G for giving out this free indicator. Nice, G. Yeah, I love it. I love it. What happened? What happened? Tapped into the POC, right? Indeed. So, talking about specific key levels here, okay? We tapped into the previous weekly POC yesterday. All right. So what we did was the following. Let me come back here, and that means that's important for us to understand also for what we're going to trade here. So let's utilize it properly. There we go. So we had the previous weekly POC. Okay. What happened was the market opened up at exactly 23.35. All right. That was how we opened up. We opened without a top wick. A very weak top wick here. Actually, no top wick at all. My bad. No top wick. We came down. We tapped into the POC here. So this was a beautiful trade. And the reason why this was a beautiful trade was just because of the fact that, there was no top wick created and you got some sort of entry confirmation right here. Okay. So initially you came up. We held this as our low. We set in that top wick. And matter of fact, where did we tap into? Let me know, chat. Value area high. Exactly. We tapped into the previous weekly value area high. So, we came from the previous weekly POC to the previous weekly value area high. Okay. So that's a move of around, 200 pips. Now, after that, we got rejected from it. Once again, we came up one more time. Got rejected at it again. Previous weekly value area high. Same thing. Okay. The previous weekly value area high was also the Sunday open of the previous week. Not this week, the previous week. That was a strong level. Now, that was the high. Okay. That was the top wick. That was the high of the week. And from there, we started to aggressively calm down. Until we're right now sitting at our key level 2303 here. So just be aware of the fact that once we're tapping into that key level here, you want to pay attention to the way we're forming, okay? Because we have been coming up practically all day long, Asia and London. Usually, yes, we bearish, I get it. But usually when you see Asia and London coming down and you start consolidating at some point and you have news coming, there is a chance of a potential reversal here. So I just wanted to say that a short-term bounce is likely, even though we might be looking for downside continuation. This might be setting us a low to come back up to then continue its momentum to the downside. So, just be aware of that 2303 level. Once again, we have the 4-hour closure coming along in around 22 minutes, right? 22 minutes and 30 seconds. So that 4-hour closure is going to help us tremendously. Now, what I want you to do as well is if we reclaim, because we're already getting bought up right here, right? Back above the 2314. I'm also looking for a potential long scenario right now. But my key level is going to be now at 2303. And then based on that, I'm going to look for a confirmation here. Is there some room to potentially bounce and give us an entry model. If that's the case, we're going to go long. If we manage to close below it in like what, 22 minutes or in an hourly candle closure or whatever the case may be, I think we can continue our short process back towards the 22.93. So it's one of those key levels that I think are the most important here. If you want to have these indicator and you want to create more space, just utilize the padding from current candles and put it at like a whatever 80. Okay, boom. It will get updated and now it's right there. Okay, so you can scroll to the left and you see exactly what the 4 hour is showing you right here. Okay, so no more scrolling time frames, no more need. Any time frame, put it in. If you want to have multiple time frames, put it in. Okay, put in the day. Next to it, you get the daily. If you want to have the weekly, put in the weekly. Next to it, you get the weekly, all on one chart. Okay, in this case, we're just going to focus on the 4 hour. But hope that makes sense from that standpoint. All right, so yeah, I'm going to set an alert here at around 2303. I do believe that we're going to tap into it. And yeah, let's see what happens from this exact level. You guys know how accurate we are with levels here. And it's not based on a surprise, it's based on volume. And you know what happens around volume? High volume, high interest. High interest, better trading opportunities. So let's see what happens around 2303 in this case here. Another one, Nasdaq. I heard people talking about the Nas specifically here. What happened on the Nasdaq? Okay, because we had something. Okay, Nasdaq, weekly set in a really clean wick and is now potentially coming down here. We held above the opening price of the week yesterday. We're now below it. If we manage to close a 4 hour candle below it, then I'm not that impressed. But again, this doesn't mean anything until the New York Stock Exchange open. Okay, we're not going to trade the Nasdaq before the open. Too tricky. Anything can happen around the open, which is in like 1 hour or like 15 minutes from now. So let's see how we evolve from here. But again, a closure below, even around the New York Stock Exchange open, is interesting. That doesn't look that strong, if you ask me. I agree with you. So let's see how we evolve here. All right. And yeah, let's see the 4 hour. Boom. Nice. Do you mean send the Discord invite through the email? No, the Discord is in our description. Okay, you can join right away. The indicator you can find in the LTA indicator section. And if you want to download our ebook for the live streams, you go to ltaconcepts.ai. Fantastic. Very nice, very nice. Okay, so yeah, everyone is now in a sell bias, which I completely get. But again, we're looking level by level, and if we see a significant amount of interest around a certain level, then for me that's not a reason to continue our process here, especially not after we have been coming down around 300 pips from the open already, the daily open, the daily candle in specific. Okay, we also have taken out this low now. We have taken out this low. We have taken out this low. We have taken out this low. We have taken out 4 relatively important lows today already throughout the Asian and London session. So a bounce might be a plan here. All right. Lorenzo, thank you for putting in the time and effort for us to succeed. Much appreciation to you. LTA has changed the game for me. Love it. Love it, dude. Love it. Yeah, next video we're gonna get released in the weekend. Okay, I know you're in a private group, so next video is gonna get released this weekend particularly. The weekly profile. How often does gold bounce? Well, after the London and Asian Open, bearish, without any significant, continuation, just one massive dump to the downside, and then low volume before the New York Stock Exchange Open, can give us a nice indication of a short-term bounce, short-term bounce. Okay, so that's the game we're looking into. Is there a chance of a short-term bounce here? Okay. Nima says EPW VaL high from which week? From the first week of April, which is an important week, especially because we're now in the last week of April. We're in a monthly closure. Okay, so the first week of April is the opening of that monthly candle, so that's why it's an important level, very important level. 2303, super important. All right. LT says your LTA concepts has impacted my trading game too. 80% win rate on 5 trades yesterday trading cryptos. Nice. What were your entry models? Or sorry, not your entry models, but what were your setups? Previous day, previous week, current week. Let me know. Yeah, so next week 4 streams a week. Okay. Promise. 4 streams, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah. Takeover time, right? You know, the thing is step by step, man. We have to release stuff, you have to build things, you know, so many things. So many things. And then my family says, hey, man, I'm coming over to Bali. I mean, hey, listen, haven't seen them in 2 years. Obviously, have to spend some time with the fam. Makes sense. All of them were based on entry model 1, using the previous week and current month. The current month. Okay, nice. Awesome, bro. Good job, brother. Amazing stuff. Amazing stuff. So, 30-minute candle. Getting bought up a little bit. Interesting. Interesting. By the way, if, and this is another trade idea. If we're not getting to our level, the 2303, and we are pushing back, then look at the 2314. All right, just because it's the previous weekly very low, and it matters a lot because look at the reactions we have seen before. Very strong reaction previously here. This was last week Thursday, very important level. And this was, of course, today. Okay, we hovered around it for around 1, 2, 3, almost 4 hours. So a retracement into it. And if we're gonna face a hard time here, then we take it back towards the 2303. So two possibilities. If you reclaim back above the previous weekly value low, very bullish. Very bullish. Continuation potential as well. So any of these key levels, we wait for our entry models there, and we act you know, around it. So it's either going to be the 2314 and the 2303. Really nice, really nice. Yeah, today we took a Eur Usd trade. I know you don't. Many of you guys don't trade. Don't trade Forex, right? Beautiful bounce of the Sunday open here. We eventually came down, but we already took out 90% of our profits here. So we tapped into that weekly resistance. But overall, we had that really nice bounce again from the Sunday open. And this was clearly entry model 1, okay? You have that double wick right here. And then this was that third candle, okay? So you had this candle right here and this entry right there. And we put our stop loss below the previous wick just to play it safe. Aligned very nicely with our risk to reward. And this came back towards the... And I think it ended up being what? 2-1. Nice, that was a nice 2-1. entry 17048. Yeah, entry model 1, Eur Usd. Is the PW VaL a fail LTA trade? No, there was no trade here. No, definitely not. I mean, look at how you directly close below it on the 1 hour twice. You don't want that. You want to close above it. We didn't close above it. Okay, yeah, we reclaimed this particular zone, but you needed one more candle. And you needed to then break the highs to look for further continuation to the upside. So that was no trade for sure. Because you want the body of this candle to close above it. And then look for continuation, of course. So yeah, that's what you want. Four-hour closure in 10 minutes. I hope we close at one of our levels here. Gold 5 minutes, we have a breakout. I would not say so. I think this is just a bearish, yeah, what can I say? Like a bearish trend. That's why if you start breaking above the previous weekly very high, very low, then you have a nice continuation potential. I agree with you. But this could easily be, like we said, a rejection play here. Trapping trendline traders, fake breakout, and then coming back down. Will you put on the shades tonight? Only when I'm trading news. So when I'm trading the news and I've set an order before the news outcome, I'll put on my shades. All right, I hope that makes sense. Lorenzo, thank you for your daily philosophical emails. I really get a lot of motivation from it. 100%, man. Yeah, we're gonna have an incredible amount of value content still given also in the emails, the daily emails. It's just to get your mind straight, right? Because it's easy to get, you know, I don't know. It's easy to get caught up in your day-to-day life. I don't know. It could be anything. It could be your wife. It could be, you know, your work, your job. It could be anything. Therefore, I hope that these emails can help you out a little bit. We're going to talk a lot about, you know, actual volume profile. We're going to talk a lot about more volume analysis, about the actual philosophy behind volume and why it's one of the most efficient ways of trading. So yeah, make sure you open the daily emails. These emails will just upgrade your mind on a day-to-day basis. And I want you to open them every day. It takes you 45 seconds, literally less than 45 seconds to read it and to like, oh yeah, okay, we're back. We are back. It's insane, by the way, how you guys are acting and executing LTA on a day-to-day basis in such a short time period, and how professional you guys are. Much less buy or sell, or do you think it's gonna go up? That's like the most retarded question. Do you think it's gonna go up, or do you think it's gonna go down? Nobody knows what's gonna happen in the market. The only thing that you can define is your key levels, your entry models, and you know, you can kind of predict certain potential patterns that you've seen before, but there is no certainty. Okay, so you want to look for this type of confirmation in order to move along. And I'm really happy with how professionally you guys taken it. It's really next level. Really next level. Only the banks know where it will go. You know what the funny thing about that is that banks have no clue either. Like yes, they're extremely advanced and they're trading with a lot of money and a lot of volume. But there, you know that there are a lot of banks that are losing money. It's not the banks versus us, retail. It's not a secret hidden agenda from the banks ripping us off. Okay? It's banks versus banks. Banks are losing money as well. That's just what it is. Have you ever watched Raja Banks' stream? For sure. Yeah. What are the other two pairs correlated to gold? Correlated to gold. Silver has usually a delayed response. Yeah. The most important thing that I want you to do here is just to understand that no matter what's holding you back in life, that it's your time to step up your game. Only you can change yourself. Nobody else. And the worst thing ever, and it depends on how old you are, but the worst thing ever, at least, also from my experience, in the past, when I was younger, was being dependent on something or somebody. You want to become independent, right? That's why we're sitting here. That's why we're putting in the work. The only way to do that is by changing up your day-to-day habits, okay? I get it. It's the most embarrassing thing ever, being dependent on somebody. It could be a family member. It could be your job that you actually don't like. You still have to do it because, you know, you have to do whatever you have to do for the people around you, your family. So the only way to get out of that hole is by developing a skill set. Developing a skill set. Three minutes for that 4-hour closure. Let's see where we close. Let's see how this next 4-hour develops. And if the 4-hour taps into one of our key levels, then it's great. We can start looking at the 30, 15 minutes for entries. Why did you choose the first week of April to draw the volume profile? Because last week we saw a really strong reaction from it at 22.93, giving me the intention here that we had a really nice confirmation around that level. So apparently there's a lot of interest there still, and now because we're heading into the monthly candle closure, and this is the week of the first week of the month. Now we're in the trading in the last week of the month, right? Actually the last day of the month. It's kind of ironic that they're coming back exactly to the range where we traded the first week of April. It's like a magnet. So we're trying to see what happens around these levels now. They've been able to push price back to that first weekly range. Your opinion on hedge trading, bad or good? I like hedge trading if you have a long-term vision. If you understand what your vision is on the long term, on the macro, then I can get it. Okay, do a GJ analysis? Yeah, real quick. So GJ. And this is what I love to see here, actually, is the following. This is the opening of the Sunday open right here. We have the daily chart right there. And we have the weekly chart right here. Okay. Now what happened was we opened up. We created a strong top wick right there. Okay. And we started to recover. And where did we bounce from, fam? Where did we bounce from? Let me know in the chat. But yes, we started to come up from that exact level. And I think there is a big chance that if we tap now into the Sunday open, and that level is at 197.844, the exact opening price, we're going to face resistance once again. And the question is then, are we going to break above it and flip it into support? Or are we going to just come up, fake out, and reverse down? Back towards the previous weekly value area high again. Super nice. So we opened up, we flipped it, we set in our top wick, and we bounced from the previous weekly value area high yesterday. So that level, fantastic. Now, you are building liquidity for some reason, for a reason. And if we start coming into our Sunday open level, we fake out and we break below it, I'm shorting it. Bank of Japan is interventing. Your analysis is squashed by the might of Japanese bank. Yeah, we had a trade. We had our TP1 break even and then we got stopped out. Yeah, it did came lower. I think it was the dollar yen. It did came lower, tapped into another key level and it bounced from there. But now I think that GJ is setting something up here. And if we start utilizing our Sunday open level as our entry model, our point of interest, then yeah, it's gonna be quite an easy trade potentially. Someone says New York opened. New York opened an hour ago, at least the pre-market. And in 30 minutes, we have the New York Stock Exchange opening as well. Super low volume for now, which is fine. But it's gonna come later on. So as I understand, we should draw the volume profile by weekly, not daily. Am I right? My suggestion is to download the ebook. And you will have all your answers right there. Your beautiful answers are sitting at page number. Page number 9. It's early previous day, very low. No, it's early previous week, very high. Find it. Find it level. You will find it. Yeah, you will find it. So what I believe is, I think that this trading industry is going to grow tremendously. Like, I really, really believe so. The more people, the more, you know, you see it happening right now. I don't know. I heard a story about somebody in Canada. Yeah, my friend, really good friend. He's Canadian. And the supermarkets right there, I don't know if there are Canadians here in the chat, but like the food prices are absolutely unbelievable. Like crazy, crazy expensive. The wages are like not that much higher. So, you know, buying a couple things, boom, $100. Buying a full bag of groceries for the week, boom, $500. So at some point, you know, the desperation starts to kick in. And I think a lot of guys are going to start trading. I think this industry is going to be growing and growing and growing and growing for the next coming years here. So let there be an outcome where we can support these people. All right, let's create a movement where we can actually help as many people as possible. Because it's not looking better. Inflation is not looking better. Don't trust the CPI data. It's all garbage. It's all bullshit. I don't trust it. It's calculated from 12 months ago, not 24 months ago. And they can decide literally what's in the basket. So if you can decide what's in the basket, then you can say whatever the fuck you want to say about the inflation. So forget about that one. Inflation is through the roof. And they're going to start printing more money this year. So it's going to get even worse. So with that said, let's set a statement. And let's help as many people as possible. How about living in Bali? Cost of living there also through the roof. Yeah, since the war and all these different types of wars, a lot of guys are coming here. And, you know, it gets promoted quite heavily as Bali, you know, living on $5 a day and so on and so on. Well, not my Bali, not what I'm seeing. All right, I'm seeing crazy inflation here as well. But not particularly from a currency standpoint, more from a, yeah, you know, there is not much room for people. That's what it is. Okay. Okay, we're moving, nice. Let's get to our level, man. 2303. Let's look on a lower time frame, by the way. Let's see what we have here. Initial move from the very low 100 pips, and then we have another one, which is also 100 pips. Both of them. What do you think about trading is a zero-sum game? In Jakarta, Rupiah could get full meal, not just a snack. Yeah, I know. It's crazy. Ooh. First reaction. We're tapping into it. We're tapping into it. In 20 minutes, the New York Stock Exchange opens up. It's gonna get wild. The volume is coming. What is the psychology around volume and key levels? So what I see a lot with traders is they look at a candlestick chart and they see a certain candle formation. And then based upon that, they know directly that we're going to get rejected from a particular zone. But with volume, you can back that up. You now have an understanding of the actual amount of orders executed at a certain level. So the psychology is there are buyers and there are sellers. There are buyers and sellers happening all the time here. Contracts are getting executed constantly. And if you buy something, somebody has to sell it to you. So if you want to buy something, somebody has to be willing to say, I want to sell it to this person. So the understanding of who's buying and who's selling, or who has been buying and who has been selling at a specific key level is exactly what you want to know. And that's what we're doing with these key levels right there. It's purely based on that concrete data. And that's why there's always, it's almost a 90% chance that you're going to react from one of our key levels here. Now, are we going to see entry models from our key levels? We don't know, right? That all depends on the way we're moving, on the way we're closing, and on the market itself. The timing of the market, there are a lot of other variables. But when it comes down to our key levels, look at this reaction once again. No surprise. Why? High interest. Measured around volume. Okay? It's not a random horizontal support level that I picked myself based upon structure. No. I let the profile telling me what the levels are and how I can utilize it. That's it. So yeah. Volume is king. Matter of fact, I learned it from a couple guys that are working from kind of a big fund. Came in touch with these guys and they were all utilizing the volume analysis, the delta, aggressive buying versus aggressive selling, the depth of market, the level 2 data. I'm like, what is so special about understanding volume? And he said, this is the only thing that matters. This is the only thing that matters. Interest at a certain level. Let's imagine that there are two banks, okay? A trusted bank managing a significant amount of money. Your family members have managed that money for a long period of time, all right? So they're trusted with that particular bank. And then you have a new bank, a startup. Somebody with a good idea, a concept, a new bank right here. Yeah, I'm going to start a new bank. Where would you feel comfortable with putting your money? I assume at that traditional bank that has the credibility, right? Same thing for volume. I'm interested in where people are interested. That's it. And that's why we're seeing this right now. 2303, okay? Good start. Next candle. We want to see a next candle tapping into that zone. Then you have a double wick confirmation. The third candle. Great. Yeah, 4-hour candle, by the way, right? So it's not just the 30 minutes, it's 4 hour as well. That's a really, I like this a lot. I like this a lot. But the thing is, New York Stock Exchange is going to open up. That one tap into that zone is not an entry confirmation. The entry confirmation comes either from the 50-minute on the next one, because we have a 50-minute closure and we have a chance of closing another 50-minute into this one. Then we can talk about longing. Let's put it a bit closer, by the way. Let's put it on 50. There we go. By the way, I think I saw like a $5 donation. By the way, you guys do not have to donate, okay? Absolutely not necessary. In this case, Riding Dubai, thank you. We're gonna use it for giveaways, okay? Appreciate it. Look on the US 100, it's at a Sunday open. Yeah, we're keeping a close eye on it. Same thing for GJ and the Nasdaq, right? Nasdaq, yeah. Ah, that's what I mean. Okay. Yeah, it's gonna be wild. It's gonna be interesting here, especially on the New York Stock Exchange open here. I bet there are a lot of guys trapped now. A lot of shorters that got trapped here. Sell stops got activated, and we're flipping here. So that means that if this next candle comes up, maybe we push up here. We take out the highs. We have that leftover liquidity built up here as well, and we are still holding above the Sunday open. So the next 30-minute candle, when the New York Stock Exchange opens up here, might be a candle to pay attention to. Close, pay close attention. Okay, first 15 closed, 30 is still there. 2303, huh? Yo man, do you live in the Netherlands? Nee, ik woon niet meer in Rotterdam. Ik zit nu in Bali. We are waiting, yeah. Entry models, my G. Entry models. First candle, good. Looking good. I need this indicator. Which one? We're gonna give you a bunch of free indicators. All right. It looks cool as well. The limitless LTA concept session breaks. Sunday open. Limitless LTA concepts. Higher time frame candles. Multi overlay. Multi. Now that looks good. Let me be creative. Let me come in a couple more attributes in the future. LTA concepts, you know? That's why we finally changed our banner after, what, a year and a half? 2 years? I was like, what represents LTA? It's a sword, all right? It's the battle. It's the survival of the fittest. That's how the market is represented here, all right? Liquidation, you're out. Bye-bye, you're out, done. Game over. The strongest survive in this game, all right? Matter of fact, I have my samurai right here. Maybe I use this one for entries next time, but I don't want to get banned from YouTube. So I stick with my glasses. Bonanza says other YouTubers use LTA for low traffic area. Yeah, that's different. This is real. This is the real LTA. All right. These are the real concepts. A lot of your videos will come on YouTube. Yeah, absolutely. So first reaction, great, man. Just waiting for the New York Stock Exchange here. The next candle is the next candle. You want to see double wick confirmation, and the third candle is gonna be the yeah, it's gonna be then the flip, the entry flip. So for example, let's say this one taps into it and it closes like this. Let me quickly put it there. It closes like this. All right, the next candle comes in. If it breaks and it takes out the lows and it flips bullish, then we enter on the break of that candle flip. If we create and we don't take out the wick because it's somewhat here, okay, so it's like right here, something like that, then we want to take out the wick first and we want to trade above the wick and we take it to the value area low. So yeah, closures are now everything, and that's why you have entry models, so you don't FOMO in for no reason. What lot size do you recommend on a 10K account? It depends if you want to work with a fixed. Some guys do fixed lot sizes, but also fixed risks, right? So it depends on what your strategy is. Number one, I like to work with percentages. I've been doing this forever, so for me that's just my way to do it, right? Risk a certain percentage based my stop loss on certain metrics. Sometimes it's a bit bigger, sometimes a bit smaller, but on average it should be positive, and we should be having a positive R, and then at least a 70% win rate. So it all depends. How much do you risk per trade? 2.5. Dr. Mark says, man, I cannot see where you did get the value high. Tried already the previous week. Go to the first week of April. I'm actually now testing out a scalping strategy, by the way. And the reason why is because I saw somebody else doing it in our community. And that's what I really like to see. I like people, you know, trying new things out as well. So it's not just, you know, following our rules and our rules only. Also just utilizing LTA and, you know, creating your own hybrid version of it. And I've seen some scalping techniques here, which are very interesting. Not just on the higher time frame, but also on the lower time frame. But even this first reaction right here gave us a 40 pip move. I need to see what the exact same thing, by the way, for this one, by the way, not. This one would have been a stop out, by the way. Just looking at it right now. But it's something I'm going to test a lot. over the course of the next weeks. Not just on the higher time frame, also on the lower time frame, and also on the swings on the lower time frame. Lorenzo, your advice, please, to rise above the fear of taking trades, although those trades turn profitable, according to my strategy. What to do? I can tell you already, my G, and you're going to confirm it for me right now in the chat, that it's about to risk. You're risking more than you are mentally capable of risking. Because if you're confident about your strategy and you know it's profitable, then it's a money thing. It's a money issue. And you're afraid to lose a certain amount of money. So the best thing is to reduce your risk until you feel comfortable enough. And until you've really proven yourself your strategy actually works. And scale it up from there. But it's usually a money thing. Do you love Indian food? I love Indian food, my G. I really like Indian food, yeah. We're still holding above it, all right? It's not over until it's over. And it's not over. So we're seeing it. Yeah, Indian food is incredible, bro. Yeah, a butter chicken with some nice curry and some nice cheesy bread. Give me that, man. Lorenzo, I passed my 25k challenge because of you? No, you did it yourself, my man. You did it all yourself. Thank you, brother. I've been following you. 2% risk per trade. Keep it up. Keep it pushing. Better tell me that you're using the volume profile. Like it. Look at that. That's what we want, right? We want to take out the previous candle wick. Create a new lower wick. And then the next candle is the New York Stock Exchange open. And if we then flip that's what we want. That's what we want. So let's see how this next candle goes. If we close above it. Above our key level. Yeah, the only thing that can ruin it for us is the news. And if we close below it again right now. But there is interest. There is interest. People are buying. Yeah. Even if I lose following you, I will never ever say because of you, you have given me something that changed my life, LTA forever. Nice, G. Yeah, so we're gonna release so much content on YouTube here. We're working now on our private group, of course. And you know, once this is all established, we start sharing our stuff on YouTube as well. So, man, this is just the first month. The ebook got released less than a month ago. We got over 8,000 downloads. We set 10,000 downloads. And the next edition comes. However, I was like, no way we're gonna reach that in a month. No way we're gonna reach that in a month. So yeah, I was like, okay, whatever, next edition. No way I'm gonna be able to get that sorted in this space. There's no way. Lorenzo, I'm watching a video on ICT. What do you suggest about ICT? So there are a couple things. There are some couple understandings. LTA and ICT. There are some similarities here, but it's for the rest. To be honest, it's day and night difference. It's a completely different way of looking at the market, which I have not seen before here. So yeah, everyone got his own thing. That's all I can say. But when you focus on something specific. Don't do a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Okay, focus on specific sources here. So if you want to focus on ICT, focus on ICT. If you want to focus on LTA, focus on LTA. Okay, nice closure. New York Stock Exchange open. Let's see what we have here. 15. Farm comes in, you can see it. Let me quickly look at the Nasdaq. Yeah, Nasdaq is setting up for something as well. Nasdaq is setting up as well. All right. It took out the lows, right? Let me quickly do the NQ here, real quick, and then we go back to gold and we set it up. Yeah, it took out the lows. Okay. Yeah. So for example, we're not able to break now the wick. So this is like the breakdown, the breakout, I would better say. Let me see here. We got news, so be careful. I'm gonna take it, but I'm gonna risk less than usual. So instead of being really cautious with my trade management here, which I'm gonna be also, but like I'm gonna risk slightly less here on my potential, on my trade. Makes sense. You get it. You get it. Why? It's the break. $21, $23.14. There we go. I like what's happening around the 2303. That's no surprise. Now we have some news, yes. London Asia has been dropping around 300 pips already without a single retracement. Something that I can call like a good retracement. Or a retracement followed by a continuation or something like that. I'm not impressed there. So if we break this high, we have entry model number 1. And if we manage to break below it and we still flip bullish, we have an entry from the wick, from the body. So it's all about that break now. And then obviously this is our first TP already, right? This is like a TP point sitting at 2310. Something like that. Four-hour will be flipping as well then. All right, the 4-hour candle will be flipping. As you can see right there. It's the 4-hour candle. I don't know why it's like showing up like that. No, 4-hour is indeed then flipping bullish. Also. You guys get the entry model? Let me know in the chat. You guys understand it? High volume session. New York Stock Exchange open, which is good for gold here. A lot of more volume coming in. Once we go, we go. We have a double wick confirmation. The third candle will then be that break. 70% win rate. 72% win rate, sorry. 2 out of 3 chance that this will succeed. The only thing that could, like I said, fuck it up is the news here, in my opinion. So just be aware of the fact that we have news, but that's why I reduced my risk. We do like how we're reacting around this key level right here, right? Yeah, if you guys don't know where to find it, it's page 50. So if you are new and you just got the ebook, then it's on page 50. Read it. This would mean the 4-hour candle flip as well. Yeah. There we go. Good luck. $23.10. Major low. Stop loss is below the previous candle. And let it develop. We have news in like what, 40 minutes. So that could fuck it up. But the entry model is precise. Yeah. GJ is creeping up. If we get to the Sunday Open, gonna get interesting. Is this the 4-hour flip? 4-hour flip? Yeah, 4-hour flipping bullish. News in 6 minutes. I might have to get my glasses. Why don't you think about 23 to 33? Because of the fact that we have the PW very low there. It's a very important level. In between. Very important key level. If we come up and the news comes out just before the news and we are in profit, we might consider stop loss and break even if we're above it. Just before the news. But that's up to you. Why is TP only 23.14? PW very low. Why don't you ever close partial profits? I don't know. Have you followed the streams? We have news in 4 minutes. Take out some profits. And put our stop loss. Put your stop loss below. Boom. Okay. We are now 100% break even regardless. Take out some more profits. 0.2. And leave the rest running for the news. Okay? Leave the rest running for the news. We took out... nice $800. Boom! Entry model 1. Stop loss on break even. Right now. And if you get there, another $1,000. Nice. Okay, be right back. Give me 1 second. I need a drink. We keep the rest open for the news. We made our monies. Okay. Congratulations. Let's drop some W's and let's smash up the like button in the chat here. This is an entry model 1. Bouncing from the early previous weekly value area high. 2303, the beginning of the month. Now we're heading to the monthly closure. So it's an interesting contrast right there. News. Come on. What is the outcome? Quickly, quickly. Yo. I will leave it. We just leave it. Let me see real quick. This is good. This might be good. Yeah, nice. If you're happy with it, close it. But the news was indeed negative here, and the 4-hour was flipping bullish. And on the 50-minute, we saw an entry model number 1. Everything, perfection. Perfect execution. I'm proud of you guys. Really proud of you guys. Stop loss trail it towards the last candle. On the 5-minute, trail your stop loss and profits. Done. Set it below that candle. And trail it all the way until you exit. If you're not out yet. Low volatility news, nothing to worry about. I agree. But it's still good to see it being negative for the dollar. But I agree, nothing to really worry about. We have more news in like 12 minutes as well. That's why I didn't want to close my trade. That's why I still wanted to take the trade before the news. I just risked less. Hope that makes sense because, you know, if there was no news, of course, this would have been an easy 2.5% trade. Alright, we're having some difficulties here, huh? I'm gonna close a bit more. This is just trailing it for me, playing around, seeing how we react here. We have this major level, of course, here as well, 2311. So yeah, we're facing difficulties around that level. And the stop loss is still drilled below 2309. So, what this means for you, because we made an agreement together. And I said for every pip that we make, you need to do 0.5 push-up. So, let's see if we can get to our exit here. That's a set. That's 72 pips. That's 72 pips. We'll talk about it after. How many push-ups you need to do here. So you're gonna make some money and get in shape. Wow. That's the best. Yeah, so that will be $1,500 if we win it. Otherwise, around 1,000. Let it do its thing right now. Nothing. Let's not touch it any longer. My TP is at the previous weekly very low. 2314.275. I told you guys at 2303 level, it's no magic. It's volume. It's data, concrete data. No subjective, maybe this order block will hold. No. It's this amount of contracts were executed at 2303. High point of interest for a lot of traders. Combine it with a nice entry model. The right timing. Proper risk management. And we're gonna make some money together. Entry model 1. 15 minutes. Ooh, 80? We have to see after 100 trades. We'll see after 100 trades, yeah. How you can buy before the news? Yeah, so the entry model was setting it up here, and another layer. The reason why we took a trade before the news here was also because of the fact that, and this is kind of important, right? Look at what happened since Asia. Bearish, 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 bearish. Some trapping during London, but nothing crazy. Bearish. Just a dead, you know, market for gold. New York Stock Exchange was the only opportunity for us to look for a bounce. We need more liquidity, right? So gathering more liquidity, maybe continuing down, completely possible. So we're not aiming for like an incredible high level now. We're just taking it from level to level. The PW VaL high to the previous weekly very low, and we manage our trade in between, and we trill our stop. Are we expecting another entry? So yeah, we have to see now. We have the news coming, and then we have the, you know, we might come down back to the PW very high. I think that's it, right? We're out with our trailing. Yeah. Okay, congratulations, Fab. 1, 2, 3. Solid trade. Solid trade. Well done. And you guys understood exactly the reason why we entered. And that the entry was entry model 111, 15-minute time frame. The timing was with the New York Stock Exchange aligned. Also really well. Taking profits is a must, and trailing your stop loss in this case is a must, especially during news. Let me see real quick. 1 second. From our entry to the top of 65, we're averaging around 27. You're lucky. You're lucky it's the average. So you only have to do around 14 push-ups today, right now, and share it in our Discord if you are in our private group. You put it in the fitness channel. Okay, 15 push-ups. Easy money, easy work. Lucky you. We're always taking the average pips, so we don't look at the max. Otherwise, it's kind of delusional. I can say, oh yeah, 70 pip move, but if you don't take profits perfectly at that level, it's not 70 pips, right? So yeah, just so you know, it's still 1%, but on a 100k account, so that's good. But that was a quick trade. Yeah, 50 push-ups. All right, congratulations fam, LTA. Nice entry model. Beautiful entry. Let's see what else is there. Nasdaq has been playing around a lot here. Especially on the spot chart, or sorry, on the CFD chart here. 1, 2, 3. And this almost looks like an entry model 3, to be honest. This break right here. Especially because you manipulated these lows. On futures you broke the lows. And if you go up here, I think the next stop is the fixed value area low and the fixed POC. Let's look at the volatility index for a second. Pretty weak. That's pretty weak. Yeah, no, that's okay. It's interesting. Interesting to see what happens around the 17,790. Or yeah, this could have been a trade. This could have been an entry model number 1 as well. Now I'm looking at it, but we went in gold, right? We chose gold. So you close this one above Next candle comes down. It took out the liquidity of the bodies and then it flipped it. So yeah, there's still some opportunities there, but yeah. Next news is coming. Guys, extremely professional. Keep it up. The chat is clean. The chat is very clean. Very clean chat here. Next news. Same. Yeah, this is going to be good for the Nasdaq potentially. But definitely for gold, you would say so at least. We don't know where it will take us here, but what I'm waiting for is actually for price to come back to that same level. To be honest, that's what I'm waiting for. Either coming back down to that same level, and if it breaks below it, yeah, then I think there's a big chance we're gonna go to the 22.93. If we are really managing, or we're really failing to break above this this high here. Matter of fact, we're not even sure if we're going to break above the value area low, but I think this is a much higher chance of bullish continuation. But if we start breaking below the, you know, the early previous week very high, then this level's next. Let's quickly look at the chat. Got the buy up on gold. Nice. Striker says, I struggle to find entries once a support becomes resistance. Yeah, okay. Okay, we can take this, we can go over this in our group, man. I agree. It's a completely different way of looking at the markets as well as finding your entries. News was negative, but the volume in Eur Usd is low. I agree. Let's quickly look at the dollar. I think the dollar is chilling. Not really responsive. No, you see the dollar is not really reacting to it. We had that initial move here during the New York Open. We're having a hard time. It's really hard for the dollar to break above here. No, so far I think gold is yeah, it is cooling down a bit. But look at where we're getting rejected now for the dollar, right? So a fixed PVC level at 105.683. We have a really hard time breaking above it here, so it's not really looking good. Daily in resistance, the weekly, you could say that the weekly looks better, but we still have a gap below. So yeah, no, I see this as a rejection play, and this looks more bullish to me. Same for the other levels. Let's see what happens when we come down. But it depends on the dollar on the lower time frame, of course. Nice, fam. Patrick says LTA is the first strategy I understand actually. I don't need to use my subjective sense for a trade confirmation. This is the real shit, bro. Much respect. I knew we had something. I knew we had something. Are you still in? Well, we trailed our stop loss. We took our money already out, man. We took our money and we got out. In and out. Thoughts on tomorrow? Yeah, the FOMC, man. Oh, holy shit, tomorrow, yeah. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just pay very close attention to how Asia and London are opening. And how Asia and London are moving. You know, we're coming down significantly for a reason. And in my opinion, we're building up a bunch of liquidity here. The only thing is that the difference about this week is that we have the FOMC and the NFP. So we have both. So many events here. All right, tomorrow, I think from 8 o'clock we have practically every hour we have something. So I'm gonna take tomorrow really with a grain of salt here. And I'm gonna pay very close attention to how Asia and London develop. That's it. What days do you stream? So from next week, Monday till Thursday. Or Tuesday to Friday. You guys can decide. You guys decide. I need one day to work on our video series and to release this step by step in our community. I need more than one day, but I have the weekend as well. You know what? Let's do a poll. There we go. Please vote. Please vote. Make a wise decision. Okay, we're returning here. So far, the chat says 55% Monday to Thursday, 46% Tuesday to Friday. It's very equal. Very equal. The thing about Monday is that, you know, you never know what to expect on a Monday. That's the only thing. It is the beginning of the week. And that's the positive side of it. But the thing about Mondays is that some Mondays are extremely boring. And we're consolidating around the Sunday Open, trapping a lot of guys. But on the other hand, it is the start of the week, so you guys decide. All right, we're breaking down. Next closure is gonna be Yeah, I think that minimum the 30-minute closure. Yeah. Let's quickly look at the 10-year yield, because the yield is, yeah, same thing. Yield is also in resistance still. Yeah, definitely wait for closes here. For sure. Stream working? It's working for me. Everything should be good. Stream is lagging? Okay, it's working for me. Wow, beautiful how we took the trade, how we took out our money, and how it's flipping here, all right? In this case, you know, an entry model does not directly mean a reversal in the market. It means taking advantage of a short-term bounce, like we talked about. So we're coming down quite aggressively now. And yeah, we had, of course, a lot of news as well here. So yeah. That's why we manage our risk, take our profits, and throw a stop loss. All right, listen, where are the push-ups? Hey, where are my push-ups? Especially in our private group. Push-ups, fam. Come on. Up. Let's do it. We're ready for it. It's the agreement on this live stream. 0.5 push-up per pip. Ha. Okay, so 100 pips is 50 push-ups. Yes, okay, you can for the woman they can go on her knees, completely fine. If you're a guy, clean. Okay. Give me 20. Give me 20. Okay, so yeah, price is coming down quite aggressively here. Now, for me, for sure, the 30-minute closure is what matters, and that's retest potentially after 2303, now flipping it into resistance if we close below it. And then I think the 2293 is the next level, so the 2294 actually, and that level is coming from the previous week. It comes from this particular zone. 93 is correct, right? This particular range, we tapped into it already beautifully last Tuesday. Same level, same time. So let's see if this is our next target. But yeah, for sure, a retest will be nice. A rejection play on the lower time frame will be nice. Same thing on the 15-minute. This all will be fantastic. Let me know if the stream is good right now at the moment. Just checking. Okay. I usually see some errors. So the idea is here that when we want to take a trade again, let's say, and now we have a clear break. Now there's a big chance of a continuation to the downside. This trade was great. Short-term trade to the upside. Now we broke below that. So what you want to see is you want to see the battle getting lost, right? You want to make sure that the retest, which is happening right now, that sellers are actually taking this serious and are in control here. Because what we're seeing is that the 30-minute is still not closed yet. And if the 30-minute closes above, this is just a massive invalidation. And this is where a lot of guys will get trapped. Or are trapped right now at the moment. So, for that particular reason, the 30-minute close is key. And if the 30-minute closes below, then the 15-minute will also close below. And then we know exactly, okay, in what manner do we close below it. But this looks like, for me right now, I don't know. We will see how we close here. But a lot of shorters getting trapped at the moment, I think. Around this exact level here. And also the people that went long, where had they put their stop losses? All their stop losses were, of course, below. Our stop loss was below. But we got out. We were not too greedy. If we were greedy, we would have been stopped out. TP would be almost hit, and then we would have been stopped out. That's why we manage it. Of course, we have news stuff. So, okay, this time was an issue. Okay, the stream is. Give me 1 second. I'll restart the stream for 1 second. We have some issues here. Okay, I think we're good. Restarted the stream. It should be good now, fam. Yeah, so what happened was, number one, the stop losses that were built up are now taken out. The question is, what's the next step? What's the next plan? I think the closure is going to tell the story. Especially here on the 30-minute. And yeah, from there on, it's the same process. If you do close above it, like we said before, then it's the same exact process here, but it's not looking that strong on the lower time frame. But that doesn't matter if the 30-minute closes above it. So we'll see. A lot of shorters can be trapped, like Danvo, we just sold, is about to lose again. Yeah, I think a lot of shorters here. But again, it can still come down because of the fact that the 15-minute is not looking that strong. It can still flip here. Now, I think we took a trade at the right moment. Before the news. But I think that the 15-minute can still it can still flip here. But if the 30-minute closes above, then it's a big problem. then it's a big problem. So yeah, let's sit it out for a sec. When do you use the Fibonacci? I use the Fibonacci a lot on the higher time frame, just to get where we are, get an understanding of it. On the lower time frame, I tend to use more key levels like the volume analysis, understanding higher time frame candle formations. By the way, if you just tuned into the stream and you missed out on our trade today, no worries, because I have a free indicator for you. It's the Limitless LTA Concepts higher time frame candles multi-overlay, okay? You can select it, you can change it up, the daily, weekly, and by the way, boom. There's your daily and there's your weekly with your closures right here. You can set it up next to your chart and there's no need to scroll. You see exactly what's happening on every time frame on the same time. All right. You can get a free indicator by going into three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Grant is a G. Officially, Grant, he's in the chat as well, he's a G. Oh, look at that. Yo, this is what I mean, man. If I lose, I'll do my push-ups as well. Don't worry about it. Okay? Let's go. So if you guys want that indicator, click on the link LTA indicator. It's a free indicator. Add it to your favorite indicators right here below. And it should be in your favorites. Okay? And if it's in your favorites from there, it's done. Okay? And you can add it on, you can change it up. And you can select your same candles, whatever you want here. Super nice, really like it. Combine this with the session breaks and you have an amazing overview on the medium time frame, right? The 30-minute, 50-minute. You have the higher time frame on the left side, on the right side. You have all your key levels and you have, of course, the opening price and the session breaks all in one, which is, in my opinion, the basic foundation, the basic framework of LTA concepts here. Okay, so congratulations, very nice. What a jeez. I'm gonna look at all of them in a sec. That's it, man. Yeah, so the 30-minute closure, in my opinion, is what matters. Because we took our entry on the 15-minute, right? This was entry model number 1 on the 15-minute. It's a great entry. Now, if we manage to close this 30-minute, it's still a potential scenario that the 1 hour will give us a double wick confirmation. And if the 1 hour gives us a double wick confirmation, because we have seen a wick tap right here, we have seen a wick tap right here. If the hourly candle closes above it, at least the body does, then the next hourly candle is an entry. That's how it works. So you go from the lower to the higher time frame. We started on a 15-minute, and now we have the higher time frame as well aligning here. Okay, so that's why that closure is key, starting with the 30-minute. If you do close below it, then there's still the 1 hour, but then the 30-minute is invalidated, if that makes sense. Okay, guys, I'm gonna restart the stream real quick. We have some lag. My apologies. Give me 1 second. Yeah, test. Okay, I think we should be good here. I restarted the stream real quick. Yeah, it should be good. Should be good. Okay. All good, fam. So 3 minutes for that closure. 30 minutes. So yeah, once again. Next closure is what matters. 30-minute close below this invalidated. If the 1 hour close above, still the 1 hour entry model to the upside once again. If we start closing here below it and then the 1 hour starts looking very weak, or sorry, the next 15 minutes start looking very weak as well. Yeah, then a continuation towards the 22.92 is also still a scenario. So we're never not counting this out, especially if you see this candle right here. So that closure is important. How do I get your indicators? It's in our Discord for free. Right here. Get them both. I can't locate the indicator link on Discord, please. LTA indicators. Browse channels and you will find it. When is the new session of the ebook coming? No, I have no date yet now. And the reason why is because like I set at 10,000 copies. We're gonna do it. So 10,000 downloads. I'm like, there is no way we're gonna reach that in like, you know, it'll take a couple months for that to be reached for sure. And not 3 weeks. So 3.5 weeks. So yeah, it's still coming. All right. Most importantly, it's a series, and then the next book, the next edition. Does the indicators work only for MetaTrader? No, it's only for TradingView. Okay. Can you give us the Excel sheet? It's in the description. Click here and then go to File. File. Click on this one right here. You have to delete it though. You have to delete everything that I created, but it's easy. We'll take you 1 minute. Okay, first closure is below. Any retest of the value or high now? Yeah, we have to be patient for the next hourly because I doubt that we're just gonna come back now. I really doubt it. I really believe that we're gonna either retest it one more time, and if we're gonna come down, we're gonna come down like this. But we'll see. First trade is done, so everything is just a bonus. We can risk what we made today, right? That's how we sometimes manage our risk. But the trade has to make sense, of course. What is actually happening when the market is consolidating? So there are two things that are key here. Because sometimes people think that market is consolidated, there is no volume. And that's absolutely false. Sometimes there is a lot of volume traded in a particular range where price is just doing in what it seems to be nothing. But in the back end, a lot of orders get executed. Buyers and sellers are fighting it out. We call this the battlefield. It's where buyers and sellers meet, come together, fight it out, come to a conclusion. In this case, sellers won, right? That's what happened here. Sometimes there is no volume and there is no interest. So yeah, there is an important difference between determining if a range is high volume while consolidating or low volume and consolidating. It's a completely different story when looking for trade setups. So you want to determine what's happening. Customs, Lorenzo, I got blocked from your Discord at the beginning of this year for posting a link. What kind of link? Real sorry, man. I did not know I was doing something wrong. Please can you assist me in unblocking as I really miss it. Yes. Let me know what your name is. And we'll get it sorted. So what I'm looking for is this, a reaction here. If the, in the meantime, if this hourly candle closes there below it, yeah, you have a really, really strong confirmation. The price comes down. That's my only way of looking for an entry. Short side towards the 22.92. Is price pushing up, coming down? If price already comes down, fine. We took our winning trade already. But if it comes up and it reverses or taps into the ski level, flips it into resistance, and we have a difficult, time breaking it, and all these candles closing below, then all our long potential entries are invalidated. So this counts for the hourly as well. If the hourly closes above, that's our last shot, because then you can create a bottom wick and you can flip this particular level, which is at 23.07, and you can still get to the 23.14 again. And if it this time then breaks above it, yeah, then there is more potential. But I want to see something like this for a short. So what are the settings for your indicators? Which one? So this one is the default settings. And this one is just, make screenshot. 70%, 70%. Padding is 50. Yeah. Lorenzo, you went long and made money, and Danvo went short. Yeah, and that's it. We can both make money. That's how the market works. How amazing. Funded account you're using. Any recommendations on funded accounts? I'm not using any funded accounts. What about dollar Canadian dollar? It's close to the EP deployment control. We can check it up in Discord. Ask me in Discord and I'll get it sorted. Gaston Lee 7793. Okay, thank you, bro. I will unblock you right there. We'll do it later, yeah? Cheers. How did you mark out the 2303 level? Okay, so for example, let's pick a different chart real quick. A clean chart. So on the 30-minute time frame, what we had here was a full month. So let's say this was the beginning of the month. And this is the end of the month. Okay, so let me just highlight it real quick for you. And then we go back to gold, into the chart itself. So this is the full month. On the dot, okay? One trading month here. We came up 2 weeks into the month. We set in our high and we came back down, back to where the month started. That's the first sign of a reversal, by the way. It's coming up, closing on the monthly candle, neutral. In the size of candle on the monthly. Interesting here. So yeah, we see how far we come down. We're still above initial opening price. Right, it's still around 600 pips, but it's much lower than it was. So if you then use this indicator, it shows you a full week. And this was the first week, right? This is week 1. I still have to fix it that it's, you know, visible everywhere, but week 2, week 3, week 4, last day. So you draw it from the beginning of the week till the end of the week. And then you have these levels right here. And this was the value area high of that level. This is what we call the PW value area high. And look what happened when we tapped into it. Candle 1, candle 2 is double wick confirmation. Candle 3 is the entry candle. The entry was at that break. We knew we would face resistance here. We knew this, that's why we took profits there. And we managed our risk and controlled our stop loss. If price closed above it, we would most likely continue it up. We didn't, but it doesn't matter because still our entry there, our stop loss below, it was still a great trade based on that confirmation. Now you're flipping it into resistance, potentially. And it could lead into more downside. And the next level, 2292. Yeah, 22.92.8. So like between 22.92 and 3. Brother, my withdrawal on funded account got rejected due to the inconsistency rule of lot sizes. What do you mean inconsistency rule of lot sizes? Inconsistency rule of lot sizes? What? You're talking about lot size differences? You need to have a fixed lot size? Is that... Yeah, bro, I have not seen that before, I'm telling you, to be honest. If I'm correct, that's like... If you trade a significant amount of lot sizes, like extremely high, I get it. I get that part, but... Anyways, I don't know. So what happens if we come down and we don't come up? What are we gonna do then? What happens if we don't get here? What do you guys think? Let me know. Some of you guys know it for sure. This is not sure yet, by the way. Okay. This was a long, yeah. Okay, yeah. So the next candle. So for example, if we come down and we don't get to our, our key level for a potential continuation play, we're just gonna see if there's a response around this level, which could easily happen. And the reason is, look at last week Tuesday. Same day, same time, same level. Right here. A lot of interest around the 2292.8. So you will pay very close attention towards that level as well here. So there are no entries in the middle of this range. It's all about continuation play or a pushback here. What do you know about sell in May and go away? I have not heard that one before. But the timing could be correct, to be honest. Now I'm thinking about it. Yeah, it could be correct. The rest of this level is also a swing low. You're talking about the 2293, 92? Or you're talking about the very, very high? Yeah. Just to check real quick, who closed this trade beautifully with us? Who made some money here? Who closed it fantastically? And who trailed their stop loss? That's a better question to ask. Because that was good. stop loss trailing. Yes. Okay, good. I took partials, moved stop loss. Good. I closed while trying to take partials. Okay. Range fill strategy. No, LTA concepts, my friend. LTA concepts. Yeah, still waiting for price to tap in one of our key levels here. This one is now not important any longer. Okay, so it's now just the EPW and this one right here. Why so much volume today? Yeah, I'm actually quite surprised. To be honest, I'm quite surprised. Based upon FOMC next, tomorrow. The ADP, the JOLTS job openings, the NFP. Yeah. But I think after the FOMC, I think Thursday is going to be really, really tricky. Tomorrow is going to be tricky as well, of course, during the news. So we're going to just see how tomorrow moves, right? And like what kind of lows we can touch, and if there are some possibilities around the, around that. And then you have the FOMC later. But most importantly, the Thursday will probably be quite tricky due to the fact that it's preparing for the NFP and it just came from the FOMC. So nothing is really priced in yet. There's a lot of uncertainty around it. I think you're going to see much more consolidation happening around the Thursday. So if that's the case, we have to stick maybe on the lower time frame. The 5 minute, 10 minute, 5 minute, 3 minute, see if there are some possibilities there. But I mean, who knows? We'll see. All right, moving. And again, the 1 hour is not closed yet. The 1 hour is not closed yet. I've seen it all. When it comes down to closures and candle formations and frapping individuals around hourly closures. We've seen it before, so I would not be surprised. Okay, look at futures gold. Futures gold is very similar. Also at a key level, by the way, now. You're running any trade? No, we closed our trade. We took our trade before the news. We closed it after the news. Take it like what, 30 minutes, 25 minutes in the trade. Now we're just waiting for next candle. The 30 is getting stronger. The 15-minute is trying to push. But at 1 hour closure is now what matters, because if this closes below, then everything here is invalidated for longs, and the only thing to look is shorts. If you close above it, and the next candle creates a bottom wick and it flips bullish, then there's still a chance of a push up. If we close below it, that will be invalidated. And then it's only looking for shorts from there. Guys, do you have the indicators in TradingView? You have to put them in my favorites. Yeah, that's the only way to make it work, because it's a private indicator. It's free, but it's private. It's only for the fam. Is it common that at the end of month gold dumps? I mean, it depends on the month, because we had seen a crazy month last month. The previous month, March, was nuts. But in regards to April, April was setting the high around 2 weeks in. And it's you know, kind of a monthly cycle, pulling it back, getting drawn back to the opening price of the month as much as possible. So that's kind of interesting, you know, interesting to see, because we're closing a monthly candle in around, I don't know, 6 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours from now. Same with weekly, you know, weekly cycles, right? You see this many times over. So yeah, man, becoming a profitable trader, completely possible. But it starts with you. It starts with your mindset. And keep in mind that the last thing you want to be is depending on somebody else or on something else. You want to depend on you, and you can change it. And if you want it, you have all the tools. Because you're watching the stream, so you have an internet connection. You have a phone or a laptop or a computer. What else do you need? Telling you, if you have a dream, get it. And if you feel over and over and over and over and over again, good. That's much better than not failing at all and not doing anything at all. That's where you fail. You fail if you don't fail. You fail hard if you don't fail at all. Because what else are you doing? Right? A lot of haters will say, yeah, but trading is like, is manipulated. There is no chance that you can become profitable, successful. It's a scam. Yeah, right. We heard that one before. We heard that one before. All right. So don't worry. Don't worry. You need some guidance. You need a clear, strict schedule. And you need to be consistent. Right? Don't be fearful. It's all part of your journey. That's all that matters. Hi, so just a quick question. Is the entry model 1? In the entry model 1, does the second wick should be larger than the first wick? No. Doesn't have to be. It does not have to be. Not a necessity. But the bigger the second wick, the more traders get, you know, assumedly trapped below it. The more sell stops get activated below it. Therefore, potentially, when price reverses, We know that there are more trapped traders here. This could induce potentially an extra confirmation for you based on your risk parameters. But overall, I do not think so. I think it's fine. But your entry should be a little bit different. So if it does not break the previous wick as well, you enter only on the wick break, not on the body flip. But the longer the wick, the more ideal it is. You know, that's for sure. Explain about time price opportunities. Well, I can only explain you it from my side, right? From the LTA side. And that is that it's volume related. So when you can confirm that throughout a session, also in previous sessions, more volume was traded at that previous session during that specific time, that when price comes back towards that time, it's not a hidden secret agenda. It's just at 9:30 yesterday, these amount of more contracts were executed around this specific price level. Therefore, there is more interest. Therefore, there's a higher chance that price reacts from that same level from yesterday again. That's all it is. So yes, 8:30, 9:30, 8, you know, you name it, right? Specific time at a specific price level. That's why we say time and price, right? Interest, executed orders at a certain level at a certain time. Okay, let's give it like, I'm gonna give it like 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes to see if we can tap into the PVC, or POC, sorry. And if that's the case, then we can develop here and we stay longer for our second trade. So the moment I started trading purely based on volume analysis is the moment I started to feel extremely confident in trading in the market. It removed all my fears, all my uncertainty. And I'm not aiming for perfection, because perfection is practically impossible in trading. But I'm aiming for control. Feeling that I'm in control. And volume did it for me. That's why we created what we created. Because I want you to feel the same thing. I want you to feel in control when you're trading. And we can base it on actual data. Not maybe what if this or what if that. No. Volume, data, levels, entry models. Confirmations. After that, it's all about management, risk management, trade management, timing, execution. This comes later. This is why you have to still learn a lot. But that takes time. Makes sense. I'm very proud of you guys. You guys did a lot of push-ups. I can see it already here. For all the new people here that don't know what we're talking about, so if I lose a trade, I have to do push-ups. If I win a trade with you guys, based upon the LTA entries, of course, then you have to do push-ups. And what a G, man. Bro's jacked already. Leon, my man. We're gonna send you a limitless shirt, a limitless t-shirt. Let me remind myself here. We're gonna fix it somehow. Nice one, bro. Nice. This looks like a Dutch living room. This looks like a Dutch living room. I can see it already. It's exactly how my living room used to look like. Nice, G. Lorenzo, how would you trade the previous weekly value area low? We already surpassed it, if that's your question. Or you're talking about the reversal? Yeah, the only thing I would look at for here was you know, a range, that range break, and that retest of that range break. And then tapping into the value area low. You see that? The fixed value area low. So it's that's a lower time frame entry module, which we're gonna talk about much more later on. But it's practically consolidation, expansion, breakout, retesting the value area low, and then an entry model on the lower time frame around this level, around that zone, to look for a continuation down here. This was before the stream. Already. So yeah, consolidation, expansion, retracement, continuation. Now we took our long here, of course, and now we're back at our next level. But the entry would have been somewhat in that range. Now I need to see if they're, yeah, you could say that if you start coming here, you close this 5 minute candle and you come up, this could be a nice entry. It's an entry module number 2 on the lower time frame. But on the 30 minute, there was no entry for our entry models there. It was a lower time frame setup into the value area low. How do we add the writing of the PSC on trading view? You click on a horizontal ray. Sitting here, you have a horizontal level. You can select horizontal ray. You click on that one. You click on text. You give it a nice color, whatever you want. You save it as template. And you have all your levels here. It might be overwhelming at the beginning. Don't worry. We've all been there. It takes you around 15 minutes to set all these levels up. But after that, you have it. It's done. So ever since Asia, we're now talking about the daily open here. We're talking 400, 450. Yeah, 420 pips to the downside with 2 bounces. I cannot really call this a bounce. This is a bounce. So think about the fact that we took a successful long trade in this range. All right, we're getting to that POC level. Can we consider this as a touch? No. No. No, this is no touch. And by the way, the wicks of these candles are very weak. So that's not what you want to see, right? You want to see this. This is what you want to see. You want to see candles like this. This is on the 50-minute. This is where we took our entry. You want to see this. You don't want to see this. Okay? That's not what we want. Very weak bottom wicks here. Yeah, I'm going to leave it like that. I don't think we're going to see a strong bottom wick here created. If you do, you are the first to know in our Discord, okay? Keep you updated. Keep you guys updated in gold chat. Please keep the gold chat a little bit cleaner. We're moving to LTA. So more and more LTA traders will come in. So we're going to make sure that we take over the free gold chat as well. And then we're going to talk about this if we're seeing entry model occurring. Okay? So then keep a close eye on that chat. For now, congratulations with the nice win today. You guys acted as professionals. You guys followed the ebook, followed the entry model. Could it be more, ABC precise here? All right. Anything I wanted to say? Anything else I wanted to say? Yeah, tomorrow, of course, FOMC. We're gonna see you guys then. Regardless, it's gonna be incredible. Keep it up, keep it up. Yeah, indicator. Once again, download the free indicator. It's in the LTA indicator section. It's an incredible indicator. It's free. Okay, it's gonna stay free. Don't worry about it. We're gonna use it a lot on the stream as well. All right, we want to know exactly on the 30-minute as well what's happening on whatever we want to see here, right? The hourly, the daily, you name it. In this case, the daily, the weekly, we can set up every chart we want next to our current chart. It helps you tremendously. Okay, if you don't have it yet, all right, download the ebook ltaconscious.ai. It's important for you to understand what we're doing here and why we are taking entries. I do not recommend you taking trades with me if you do not understand what we're doing. All right, so download it, should be good. And then let's end it with a banger. We're gonna end it with a banger. We're gonna end it with a banger. A nice big banger here. Okay. There we go. No, one more time. Come on. One more time. LTA. Peace out. See you tomorrow. FOMC.